Hi, so we ended here yesterday. Uh, we worked on this graph here, this one. And today, I hope it's fine. Okay, so I hope uh, today we are going to cover. See, the points in between all these are same almost, and they try to emphasize on the indicative prices. So if we think of the solution starting from here, uh, what could be the possible solution for the indicative prices? So let's just read this. It says, come to think of this, when I was reading uh, all this report, and I began to write this comment. It says, come to think of this, it appears the problem may not be the price floor setting, one that let benefits farmers in view that their hard work of cultivation does not go unjustly noticed, unjustly unnoticed. It comes to the smart thinking of mills who have to adjust for losses if happened and for profits thereof. They need to study their loss and profit cycle to adjust the losses and the profits when profits are made. So one of the ways this problem of indicative prices can be solved is by ensuring that this is understood to its core. Now, how does that is going to? So let's just understand the cycle first. Farmers cultivate cane, right? Here. Then it is sold to the mills. Mills purchase the cane that we have repeated quite a lot, and then cane is crushed by the mills. They produce the sugar cane, and a certain quantity of sugar is available then. So how to solve this problem of indicative prices? Now, when we think of it, we realize the indicative prices are actually not the problem. They are one of the solutions for the farmers to solve their problems when they go and purchase the materials that they need to cultivate the cane, as we have discussed in the previous video as well. So since the inflation increases, so does the prices for the materials that they need to purchase to cultivate the sugarcane. Now at this stage, what happens? Uh, we've discussed this indicative prices. When indicative prices increases, farmers tend to cultivate more sugarcane. More sugarcane is cultivated. Mills have to purchase that sugarcane. Here we have explained the phenomena. Mills have to purchase that quantity of sugarcane because farmers have produced and they have to sell it. So mills purchase it. Then they have to crush that cane and produce the sugar. So if there's going to be more sugarcane, there's going to be more sugar. So, and assuming uh, that sugarcane quantity uh, that mills have produced, it does not have the certain requirement in the market. Produce 7.3 million metric tons, and the demand is 5.5. There is a difference of around 2 here. So that difference of 2, it means access of sugar storage to the mills, and they then have to sell that sugar storage in less amount. So that is going to cause losses to the mills. Now, how to adjust for that? So this could be solved by mills thinking creatively around uh, this problem and solve it, quite innovatively. Now, how can that be done? So they have to think about their profits and losses. At what stages they get the profits? Uh, because in business, when someone is in the business, they know when they make more profits and when they make less profits. They know the cycles, they know the product, they know the supply chain, they know all the crucial points in that business uh, cycle of selling, purchasing, procuring, and creating, or and then ultimately getting to the customers. So what they need to do, they need to uh, be smart and think of the problem in terms of finding the solution. Now, how can we do that? Uh, let's think they are trying to adjust for uh, they know the cycles, right? They know the cane harvesting cycle. They know the cane crushing cycle. Then its supply chain, and then ultimately it goes to the consumers. So what they can do, they can understand the science beneath these cycles and adjust for the profits and the loss. Now, how do I mean by that? Now let's just read this over here. I've written the comment. It says, adjusting for profits and loss cycle means forecasting not only about the profits but also the losses. Here, their losses may arise or access production followed by selling it at low prices. So they have to not only forecast their profits but also the losses, because they understand that losses are going to occur due to certain factors. So they forecast it, estimate it, and then mitigate the losses, like all businesses do. Of course, they must be doing, but perhaps there needs to be something more done for it. And then here it says, determining the stages where the losses and profits occur. Here, the first point of profit loss determining stage is when they purchase cane and it either produces more sugar because of more sucrose content or less sugar because of less sucrose content. Now, this is one of the first stage, where profit and loss is determined for the mills. If they have purchased 10 canes, assuming, for example, 10 canes of sugarcane sticks, making it 10 kg of sugarcane, and that 10 kg of sugarcane sticks is producing, let's say, 4 kg of sugar in quantity normal. In normal production, it produces, in normal quality of sugarcane, it produces 4 kg of sugar. But if that 10 kg of sugarcane is of high quality and it has high sucrose content in it, so it can produce more quantity of sugar. So if it produces the more quantity of sugar, it could be around 1.5, 4.5 kg or 5 kgs. So since they are procuring sugarcane from 10 kg of sugarcane from farmer, whether it is of low quality or high quality, they are procuring it from farmers at the same price, at indicated prices. But if the sucrose content in those canes are more, they are going to make more sugar, means they are going to make more profit. And if the sucrose content is less, they are going to make less sugar and the profit is going to be less, because when they have less sugar in quantity, they are going to sell the less and the less profit is going to come in. Now, that was the first point. There are many sub stages in this as well. How, if, let's say, if 10 kg of cane is there and they have to purchase 20 kg of canes from the farmers. Requirement is of 10 kg and they're purchasing 20 kg, and in that 20 kg they are paying the amount of 20 kg of cane as per indicative prices, but the sugar demand in the market is of 15 kg, so there is loss of 5 kg, and that too of kg of cane, and that too they have to uh, you can say that too they have to uh, adjust for their losses then. Now here another point comes of profit loss may let us read here. The another point of profit loss may arise when there is excess production followed by selling at low prices. Now when the another point of loss, when there is excess of production, they have to sell at low prices, where we discussed just now that if they are procuring 20 kg of cane from farmers and demand is of 15, then there is a loss of 5 kg of sugar cane, and they are going to make excess of sugar. Excess of sugar means they are going to sell at low prices. Now how to and this is the whole, uh, just I tried to uh, put it here in visual form. Now, how they can do it? Uh, Mitigate the risk. So they can, do they need to go more innovatively and apply the innovative methods of doing this cane crushing and sugar making business. And how they can do that? Uh, they can adopt research methods. They can study the consumer behavior, the sugarcane cultivation, harvesting cycles, and the economic requirements. When is the sugar demand high? When is the sugar demand low? And if there's increase in population, so with the increase in with how much increase in population every year, the sugar demand increases, and what are the factors that influences the sugar demand increase and decrease? So they can make the estimates, and when they know the estimates, they have more profit sums in some cycles of sugar sugarcane procuring and sugar selling, and they have uh, more loss, sometimes more losses in the same cycles. So they would know due to these factors they are going to have either more profit or less. So perhaps they need to conduct a research and studies on this. And then this led me to this price mapping. Now here from my research went to mapping the price from government indicative prices to farmers to millers, just to understand how much each you can say stakeholder in this whole supply chain have takes you know contributes towards the price that comes as a whole to retail price that we see is either 60 per kg sugar or 70 per kg sugar in different time of years. So that was that. I am just going to read the notes here and finalize it. Problem number one, problem may not be the indicative prices as it appears to be one of the solution for farmers at this stage. The problem arising from indicative prices can be solved if thought of creatively solving problems for mills, such as finding new products to be made from sugarcane and then selling it, or learning profoundly about the profits and loss cycles, adjust for excess profits in times when the profits are low, or vice versa means losses are more, which means fourth point, which means putting in more effort and adopting research methods and studying consumer market with respect to sugar, and be informed of various factors that may or may not influence the results, trying to understand the price mapping from government to farmers to millers. And this we are going to do uh, in the next video. So thank you.